She found a bracelet and slipped it onto her wrist. The next second, a tsunami suddenly struck. She swam forward desperately, but the massive wave swallowed her. When she woke up again, she was lying on a strange beach. She looked around and froze. Her tail had turned into legs. Panicking, she jumped back into the sea, and her legs instantly became a tail again. At that moment, a man appeared on the shore. She quickly hid underwater, keeping out of sight, but couldn't help peeking at him. One day, the man was resting at home. Suddenly, he heard strange noises inside. He stepped out of his room. The living room was a mess, food scattered everywhere. As he stood there confused, he suddenly saw a pair of unfamiliar legs and collapsed in shock. Summoning his courage, he lifted the clothes and saw her face. She hurriedly covered herself. That's when he realized she was wearing his clothes. He shouted in anger. The noise woke her. He tried to grab his clothes back, but she kicked him away, frightened. She ran out of the room, looked toward the ocean through the window, and rushed forward, only to slam into the glass and pass out. He tied her up and called the police, even taking photos as evidence. Then he noticed her hands were tightly clenched. He pried them open. Inside was only a cherry. He couldn't help but laugh. Soon after, the police took her away. But before she left, her lost and helpless eyes softened his heart. Looking through the photos, he noticed the bracelet on her wrist. The investigation shocked him. It was worth $1 billion. He rushed to the station, claiming she was his wife, and that it was just a domestic dispute. He flicked his lighter, creating a strange illusion. The police seemed to see visions of their wedding. She was released. To gain her trust, he took her to a mall. It was her first time away from the ocean, and she was curious about everything. The moment she stepped onto an escalator, she panicked and backed away. He picked her up and noticed her feet were already blistered. He bought her expensive shoes and put them on for her himself. Not knowing how human clothes worked, she pulled them over her head. People around them laughed. Embarrassed, he led her into a fitting room. At the restaurant, the way she ate drew attention again. He patiently taught her how to use utensils. Then he performed a magic trick with his lighter. She stared at the flame, eyes full of wonder. She began to trust him, not knowing the bracelet had already been swapped.